Today we will discuss the gatekeeping theory. This is Professor Rachel Khan of the UP Journalism Department. What is the gatekeeping theory? Gatekeeping is the process of selecting and then filtering information before it is shared to other people. The theory is based on social psychology, wherein gatekeepers are the decision makers who choose the information to be shared with the group, in the same way that a guard at a gated facility decides whom to allow inside based on certain criteria. For example, employees only. The term gatekeeping is credited to German-American social psychologist Kurt Lewin, who in 1947 studied the food consumption of American households and realized that the decision makers acted as gatekeepers. Later, Lewin also noted that this could be applied to news consumption. American journalist David Manning White, on the other hand, studied the role of the editor in deciding which stories were published and which ones were not, in his 1950s paper, The Gatekeeper, a study in the selection of news. This model is attributed to David White. It shows that N as a source of news items, where we have 4, of which numbers 1 or N1 and N4 are discarded by the editor, and only N2 or news item 2 and news item 3 reaches the audience. White found that the editor was highly subjective and based his decisions on value judgments. If we place the value judgment and match it with Galtung and Ruge's news factors, we find that the gatekeeper bases his decisions on news values such as impact, proximity, timeliness, prominence, conflict, currency, and oddity. Those that are not newsworthy are those that are rejected. The story conference, such as this scene in the paper, serves as a venue for editorial gatekeeping.
2 days after a black kid is killed in a neighboring community, 2 white businessmen named what are the names? Hanson and McGregor get shot up with racial epithets written on their car. Now, in response, the New York Sun decides to run a parking story.
Keely called me at 7 this morning.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Joe, will you please cover your mouth?
Metro. I assume we're all over the subway.
3 pieces. A tick-tock, list of injured, search for heroes, standard transportation wreck stuff.
You got any art?
Yeah, Eddie picked up some nice spaghetti shots on this one.
Love the severed arm shot.
What about the motorman? They find him yet?
Yeah, they found him drunk on a skunk in his neighborhood bar.
Feature.
Oh. We got Allison's profile of a teenage hitman. We got Grace, finally done with that Hollywood who's banging who chart. And part 3.
The gatekeeping theory was further popularized by Shoemaker, Voss, and Rees, who defines gatekeeping as the process of selecting, writing, editing, positioning, scheduling, repeating, and otherwise massaging information to become news. Shoemaker and Voss expanded White's concept of gatekeeping. As we see in this model, the gatekeeper operates within certain constraints, such as deadlines, the news writing style or inverted pyramid, media ownership, government, advertisers, interest groups, ideology, and economics. These days, the theory takes another turn. Has new media, especially social media, eliminated gatekeepers now that users can access information directly from various sources? Shoemaker and Voss say that through social media, Audiences now control another channel for information to flow from news events and sources to the public. Therefore, they quote, "We must conceptualize readers as having their own gate, and they send news items to others in the audience when the interaction between newsworthiness and personal relevance is strong enough." Unfortunately, social media has not leveled the playing field as we once thought. Gillespie noted that rather than providing an open and neutral space for a global conversation in which all can participate on equal terms, Twitter, Facebook, and others may be the new gatekeepers. Social media are reinforcing unequal access to public attention and creating virtual echo chambers of like-minded users through opaque algorithms and moderation policies that amplify such content while hiding others. The unfortunate result is negative gatekeeping. Social media algorithms may be blocking us from truthful sources and loading us with disinformation. With the user as the gatekeeper, we need greater discernment of trustworthy sources of news. I hope this has helped. I suggest that you look up my video on social media and the elections to know more about the effects of these social media algorithms.